to start getting it ready for the K04 and everything else I'm doing to it. I'm planning on doing the K04. There's new coolant pipes. Obviously, you've got the diverter valve relocation kit that's got to be done. I'm looking to do anti-roll bars and things like that whilst it's off the road. I thought, whilst it's off the road and I'm not using it, I might as well do it now. So when it goes back on the road, I'm not going to be like, oh well, I can't be bothered to do it now. So yeah, we're going to start off by stripping the front end, getting that all ready, and yeah, I'm just going to jump straight into it really.
Oh yeah, the whole thing, yeah?
Yeah. Come on.
Brother,
just support me, just literally support me.
Brother, it was gonna fall. It's gonna fall.
You better hold it.
No. I'll hold this way.
I've got it. My one arm. Ready? Surely if we just leave it like that up against the wall, ain't gonna leak out, is it?
Bro, this is well like.
A lot like yours. So the front end is now fully apart, arch line is out, crash bar off, everything's out, coolant's drained after being absolutely splashed, which was not fun. So now it's just focusing on getting the downpipe disconnected, draft shafts disconnected, all of the loom and everything disconnected, so we can get the engine out.
When the noise stops, you know you're ready to pull off.
What do you mean by that? Get it.
Yeah. More energy, more pressure. Why do I say pressure?
So we've now got all the loom disconnected from pretty much every single point that it can be. Downpipe is all off and disconnected. I ended up, I don't know where I put it. I ended up snapping one of the downpipe bolts, but new turbo comes with new threads anyway. Yeah, so loom's disconnected, coolant's all drained, oil's all drained. The drive shafts are all disconnected both sides. So now it's literally just a case of disconnecting the engine mounts, disconnecting the dog bone mount. What else? There's a couple more plugs that need to be disconnected, only just small ones. And then, yeah, engine is ready to come out, and then we can start fitting all the turbo and parts and things like that. I still got to order the turbo and wait for that to come in, but yeah, then still got to wait for the new boost pipes and something else I can't remember, but we've already got a fair few bit of parts to get cracking on with once the engine comes out. So we've already got the diverter valve relocation kit, the new hard pipe that comes off of the throttle body, 45-degree angle, silicone hose that comes off the throttle body as well. So yeah, we've got a fair few parts to get on with. It's just going to be the turbo we're waiting for, the turbo, boost pipes, and the front mount intercooler. Oh, and the injectors. But I'm not going to get the injectors until it goes off mapping, because it's going to get walnut blasted. Obviously, the same time it gets walnut blasted, the injectors are coming off anyway. So the new injectors will go in once the manifold goes back on. So injectors will probably be the last thing that goes in.
Ready?
Yeah. You need to sort of push the engine this way a little bit.
Yeah.
Just leave it there, sort of like that, just in case it did drop for any reason. It's got something to fall on. There she goes. That is why I always keep the jack underneath, just in case. Okay. She's out. Bush, bush. So we have taken a step in the right direction. The engine is out of Charlie's Golf. We started this on Saturday, and obviously with our own lives as well, we have managed to get it out, and it's now Monday today.
No,
how you feel?
Tuesday, because yesterday was a bank holiday.
Oh, how did you find it? First engine you ever taken out,
Easy.
and it's your own car.
Easy.
For anyone else who's wondering, should I, shan't I?
It's common sense, really. It's just a case of unplugging everything that doesn't look like it's meant to come out with the engine, undoing the downpipe, undo the drive shafts, dog bone mount, engine mounts, gearbox mount, and
Just all the aircon.
yeah, all the aircon pipes.
Aircon pipes, drive shafts, all that sort of stuff. You just got to take all that
And
off.
if you're doing it first time, Cole didn't do it because he's a bit of a nutter. But if you're taking an engine out, go down to your local garage and get the AC taken out, because the last thing you want to be doing is breathing all that AC gas in. That is the last thing you want to do, which is exactly what I done. And most garages will probably do it free of charge, because if anything, they're getting their money back. So all in all, pretty easy.
The whole of the loom, obviously it all runs, so you just, how we're going to remember it is we're going to put this straight up the top, straight onto the core pack, and then you know the rest of this loom tees off into the middle of the engine bay, which flows through, and then you got all these plugs. So it's pretty self-explanatory when it comes to putting it all back together. You just sort of follow the way you've taken it off. Just tripped over. But no, all in all, it's actually not been too bad.
No.
I think it was probably easier than when we took my one out.
That was a lot easier.
I think it was a lot easier, just because
we was faffing about trying to get it out
of that
straight.
AC.
But
Because when you take the engine out, just show you here, when you take the engine out, you've got this AC pipe which is in the way of where obviously the engine mount is right behind it. You've got it right in the way, so you sort of have to angle the engine, dip it down, and come sort of at an angle coming out that way and then coming out. So all in all, it's not been too bad.
So it's been pretty productive couple of days. Obviously the engine's now out, turbo's now off as well. Done that off camera just because it was a bit fiddly. Yeah, now it's just going to be a case of starting to bolt things on, get the turbo on, get a couple of other bits on. A lot of it's going to be left till the very last, just because a lot of it's like the yellow hoses and things like that, and I don't want to get dirt and stuff all over them. So yeah, in the next video it'll probably be starting to fit stuff up to it, possibly bolting the new turbo on. I'm going to be painting the block and a few of like the factory like silver bits just to freshen it up a bit, and then yeah, just start getting stuff bolted on, start making it look like a brand new engine and a fully refreshed engine bay. So yeah, until the next video, we'll both see you soon.